So, I played the survival RPG Outward back in 2019 when it first came out, and I loved it. Now we get the official release window for Outward 2, and I'm pretty hyped. So you know what? I said let's play Outward 1 again. I never got to play the definitive edition, and at first I couldn't see why I loved the game so much. But after maybe 3 hours, it clicked again. With updated graphics and 2 new regions, this is Outward Definitive Edition. It's basically Outward 1.5 now, and I can't wait for Outward 2. When Outward first came out, it was brutal. Don't get me wrong, it still is, but it's a lot more forgiving now. For example, carry a backpack in this game. Most backpacks turn your dodge roll into a heavy dodge roll, so to deal with that, you drop your backpack. If you're defeated in the old Outward, you will have to run back to where you left it. Now in Outward Definitive Edition, your bag is right next to you when you spawn. Notice earlier I said defeated, I didn't say die. The thing is, you don't die. Yeah, you don't die. You get defeated. You get defeat scenarios. And they're pretty good. I actually enjoy reading them, and you should. They give you an idea of your surroundings and where you might end up. One of my favorite scenarios is in the Hollow Marsh region with the giants, because it's optional. If you befriend the giants, then one of them can save you. Or sometimes if you're lucky, somebody from town can save you, and you can wake up in your bed or next to your bed with full health, full stamina, full mana, and ready to go. So, to touch on the story real quick, because I didn't even talk about the story, it starts with you washed up from a shipwreck. Quick tutorial basically. Then you make it back home, only to find out you're in danger of losing your house due to something called a blood price, a generational family debt, and if you don't pay up, you lose your house. This is where the game immediately opens up. Literally, you can go anywhere from the start of the game. You can keep your house by either earning a favor or paying it in cash. There's a lot to do in Outward, with plenty of replay value. There are 3 story-based factions. I've beaten all 3 of them. It's the same story, but from a different perspective of each faction. For example, Rissa, who is the head of one of the 3 factions, who has a daughter, also joins a different faction, the Holy Mission. When you first meet her, she looks normal. When you see her again, she has glowing eyes and limbs. If you join her mother's faction or the Heroic Kingdom faction, you only get to see the aftermath. If you join the Holy Mission with her, you actually get to see what happens to her because you're with her on the mission. You also get unique rewards based on which faction you pick. I told you this game has a lot of replay value, right? Outward also has the most unique take on magic that I've ever experienced in gaming. One doesn't just simply become a mage or use magic in Outward.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You unlock it. You unlock magic from a ley line. There's a catch though. You have to sacrifice some of your health for mana. I'm not really a mage, but the magic is so good, I had to sacrifice some of my health and get some of that mana. So my max health was 225. I sacrificed 20 points of my health for 20 mana. Now I have 20 mana and 205 health now. But wait, there's more. More complex spells are achieved through combinations. So if you look at my skill slot, you can see a purple and a reddish orange spell. And if I combine them both together, I can make a magic sword. You also need a chakram or a lexicon to cast spells. The lexicon is the book in my hand. I usually go with the lexicon because it just feels like a grimoire basically. That's basically what it is, a grimoire. I didn't even mention the survival mechanics in a survival RPG. You have to eat, you have to drink water to survive, you have to stay warm in the cold, and you have to stay cool in the desert. There's crafting and alchemy, and you don't level up in Outward, so it might take some getting used to, but you get stronger by obtaining stronger gear and learning skills from trainers. Choose your build wisely though, because there is no respec system in this game. If you're thinking about trying Outward for the first time, just keep in mind that it's not exactly an easy game. Failing is a part of the game, but if you enjoy overcoming obstacles and trying out different builds, adventuring, then you'll like it. The map does not indicate where you are, so you really have to learn the map. And pay attention to the landmarks. I know it sounds crazy, but the landmarks are key, and they're there for a reason, so make sure you use them. See that lighthouse in the distance? That's the player starter home. Let's talk about the combat. It's surprisingly good. It looks and feels really clunky at first, but when it clicks, it clicks. I'm really picky about good combat and gameplay, and Outward surprisingly has a nice flow to it. Once you get your skills and your build together, the combat is really fun. There's even a type of posture system, but it's called Impact. It's the white bar, but once it drops down, it turns red and your enemy staggered and drop on the ground. The white bar in the middle of the screen, that's your impact bar. I can't stress how important it is to plan ahead. Planning is really important, especially for long journeys and tough enemies. You can set different types of traps to make things a lot easier. The better you plan, the easier the journey. Always bring traps, food, water, potions, and a tent. Outward feels like the perfect combination of an old school RPG and a modern game. I don't think that was completely intentional though, since the game was made by 10 people. But hey, it adds to the charm. It's not fully voice acted either, but didn't bother me. Just throwing that out there for you.
Greetings, friend. Yes!
In Definitive Edition, they added a soft fast travel system. And you can have pets. Well, that was before Definitive Edition, but hey, you can have pets in Outward. They don't do anything special. Maybe a trick, but that's about it. And yes, you can have more than one house. There's a house for each region. Remember when I said Outward was tough on launch? In the original, if you put something in your house in one region, you had to travel all the way back to that house in that region. Now, in Definitive Edition, the chests in your house are connected. Outward already had a lot of content, but the Definitive Edition added a lot more. I've been doing this story quest right here for like 3 days now, and I'm still not finished, but I'm down to the last boss for this quest, not even for the DLC. Oh yeah, when I was talking about fast travel, I forgot to mention, there's a train system now. Only in the 4th area, which is the Soraborian Academy, which is a part of the DLC. There's still a lot I left out, but for a small Studio 10, Nine Dots really outdid themselves. I'm playing through the DLC for the first time, and it seems like there's just as much content as the base game, so yes, you should play Outward.